या मत, डोंट वरी, काम हो जाएगा। जी जी बोलो। इसके बाद लग जाएगा ना, या उल्टा है, चलिए आज।
Do you want to sit back or are you
चलिए।
comfortable?
Recording in progress.
Okay, very good.
एक्सटेंशन चाहिए। I used it few years back, तब से वो कार में रखा हुआ है। हाँ। Not working? Good, right now? It's easy to see for me.
Yeah. Otherwise your neck pain.
Nice.
That's connected.
Yeah, it's connected. Is it visible here?
Yeah.
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी
Jai
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी गिरिवरधारी वनचारी वनचारी कुंज बिहारी जय श्री Show that and show that Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, श्रीमती वेदांता स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, गौर भक्तवृंद की जय और प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च Shri Rupam Sagar Jata Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Sha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha, Gopika Kanta, Radha Kanta, Namastute, Tapta Kanchana, Gaurangi, Radhe Vrindavaneshwari, Vishabhanu, Shute Devi, Pranamami, Haripriye, Vancha, Kalpatarubhyascha, Kripa Sindhubhe Vacha, Patitanam, Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo, Namo Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale, Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukham karoti vachalam pangam rangayate girim. Yatkripa tamaham bande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Chapter 19, Lord Chaitanya instructs Srila Rupa Goswami. Before the creation of this cosmic manifestation, the Lord enlightened the heart of Lord Brahma with the details of the creation and manifested the Vedic knowledge. In exactly the same way, the Lord, being anxious to revive the Vrindavan pastimes of Lord Krishna, impregnated the heart of Rupa Goswami with spiritual potency. By this potency, Srila Rupa Goswami could revive the activities of Krishna in Vrindavan, activities almost lost to memory. In this way, he spread Krishna consciousness throughout the world. So every chapter of Chaitanya Charitamrita, the first verse is kind of a summary. The first verse. So here, Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami is summarizing, and Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami is saying, just like Brahma in the beginning, he gave the knowledge to Krishna, or Vishnu gave the knowledge to Brahma. He impregnated the heart of Brahma with knowledge. Likewise, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu impregnated the heart of Rupa Goswami. Because how long back was Krishna's pastimes took place? During that time, 4,500 years back. So the pastimes were almost lost to memory. The Rupa Goswami was empowered with divine potency, by which he could revive those pastimes and bring it back to us. Otherwise, how is it possible for people in this age of Kali to understand Krishna and Krishna in Vrindavan? That empowerment was given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Rupa Goswami. Have it? What will start with you? Today I was hearing one of the lecture, and it says just like Advaitacharya was the cause of bringing Krishna consciousness to this world, external reason. Likewise, Srila Prabhupada, when he wanted to bring Krishna consciousness to the entire planet, Mahaprabhu gave it to India and he empowered. Prabhupada is Mahaprabhu's Senapati. So when Prabhupada wanted to give to entire planet Earth, then Prabhupada prayed to Advaitacharya, please help me. Because Advaitacharya spread and brought Mahaprabhu. So Prabhupada prayed, please help me so I can do this impossible service to my spiritual master. Very nice. Yes, Mataji.
After meetings had taken Mahaprabhu in the village of Ramakuri, the brothers Rupa and Sanatana returned to their home.
So where are we now? How is Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami? Where did he took us? He was in Prayag. We were in Prayag. So where is Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami taking us now? When did this happen?
When Mahaprabhu first time he tried to go to Vrindavan.
So then the meeting happened that time when Mahaprabhu met Rupa and Sanatana Goswami. They showed humility and Mahaprabhu said, "You go home." After empowering and giving him initiation, giving them the name. So then they went home. Now that's where we are beginning. And after that, Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami will bring us to the point where Rupa Goswami, through a journey, will come to Prayag, and Mahaprabhu is at Prayag, and then again Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami takes off from where we left off in previous chapter. Clear? So the journey from there till Prayag of Rupa Goswami is described. Yes, Mataji.
The two brothers devised a means whereby they could give up their material activities. For this purpose, they appointed two Brahmanas and paid them a large amount of money.
So what did the two brothers wanted? Who were the two brothers? Rupa and Sanatana Goswami. What did they want? What do they want?
They wanted to
Denounce the materialistic activities. And what are the materialistic activities? Which with Nawab Hussain Shah. So what did they do in order to get rid? All the Matajis are coming one by one. Prabhujis are not. Everyone is sick, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
First one is last day.
Huh?
First one is last day. First one, then drivers come later.
Yes. So what did they do in order to get rid themselves of their material activities? What did Rupa Sanatana Goswami do? And what did they ask the Brahmanas? For this purpose, they appointed two Brahmanas and paid them large amount of money. How will Brahmanas help them to get rid of those activities? Mataji, Nagmani Mataji.
The Brahmanas performed religious ceremonies and chanted the holy name of Krishna so that the two brothers might attain shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
So what did they do? They performed they chanted the Maha Mantra, chanted the holy name of Krishna, and they performed religious ceremonies. Just like, somebody is sick, we say in Mayapur, please pray that this thing may happen. They told the two Brahmanas, we really want to get rid of our services to this Muslim king. Please help us. And they performed some sacrifices. That's how they approached. There was first like, how can we do this? And that's how they approached. How did Raghunath Das Goswami cleared obstacles in his path to bhakti? How did Raghunath Das Goswami cleared obstacles in his path to bhakti? So they are trying to do that through two Brahmanas. They gave them some amount of money and help us. You're not sick? Not that we wanted to become sick. He said everybody, all Prabhus are sick, all Madhujis are healthy. Two families sick. Yes, now I think. What is your name again? Renuka, full name? Devidasi. Oh, very short name. Okay, Madhu. Go ahead.
This time, Sri Rupa Goswami returned home, taking with him large quantity of rich just robes in the books.
So what did Rupa Goswami do? What did he do? What did Rupa Goswami do? Huh?
Large amount. We do large amount of money and he gave to them and relating to.
Rupa Goswami returned where? Which home? His home? Where was that? He returned to his like family's home. Family means mother, father, or whatever relatives there. So one is their city where they are working. One is their hometown. Huh. Just like for us to return home is in India, something like that, not here. So what he did is he took large amount of money and he left. He left the. He will never come here again now. That's all it took for him. बोट में पैसा डालो. Clear, right?
The ceremony sacrifices he performed at his home only.
In his home at Ramkeli. So he belonged to a particular village in Bengal, South Indian Brahmana village. So he took in a boat huge amount of money and he went back to his village, hometown. Okay. Yes, Manda Gopal.
Brahmana Vaishnava Dila, Sangha, Dhari, Ekasati Dhana Dila, Kusuma Bharan. He was also divided the wealth that he got back. He gave 50% in charity to Brahmanas and Vaishnavas and 25% to the.
So he came back to his hometown. And what did he do? 50% distribute किया Brahmana Vaishnavas को, 25% relatives को. Yes,
He
please.
kept 1/4 of his wealth with the respectable Brahman. He kept this for his personal safety because he was expecting some legal complication.
अभी तो क्या किया? Job छोड़ा. Information, no notice. Bago. Then he thought some problems may come. So he kept some to get release because they were very wealthy. So he distributed. What he wanted to do is he wanted to join Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a mendicant. This is his desire. This is Santa Goswami's desire. Just serve the Lord. So far, they haven't received instruction to go to Vrindavan. They will receive when they go to Prayag and Varanasi. That's when they will receive. So, but they have decided that they want to dedicate their life just for the service to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So they have huge, and they have a job, they have many responsibilities. So he just took the wealth, he left, distributed. 25% he kept with Brahmana. 25% he kept for himself, or 25% for relatives, 50%, 25% he kept. And then he thought some complications may come. So this is the same way. All right? Okay.
He deposited 10,000 coins, which were later spent by Sri Sanatana Goswami in the custody of the local Bengali grocer.
A Bengali grocer trusted उन लोगों का. So he kept 10,000 coin. भाई आप रखो. कहाँ है बाद में देखेंगे. Keep it now. Later on, that was used by Sanatana Goswami for freedom from the jail. Yes, Smita Krishna.
Shri Rupa Goswami heard that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has returned to Jagannath Puri and was preparing to go to Vrindavan through the forest.
So where did Mahaprabhu return from? South India? Mayapur? Ramkeli. He went to Ramkeli and then he went back, which he went through Mayapur. See the right also. He went again in his trip, and then Rupa Goswami, because he stayed for some time in Bengal. So Rupa Goswami sent two Brahmanas to check. So Brahmanas went and he said, "Oh, the Lord has returned. And Lord is now planning to go to Vrindavan." Okay.
Rupa Goswami sent two people to Jagannath Puri to find out when Sri Chaitanya was not approaching the depart for Vrindavan.
जब निकले तो बताना, क्योंकि मैं भी निकलूंगा फिर। क्योंकि अभी क्या है ना, अभी what was he doing, Rupa Goswami, during this time? जॉब चला गया, so no work, पैसा भी चला गया, दे दिया। So how is he spending his time? Meditating? That must be correct answer. But he is just waiting. One devotee, one Maharaj, आप जानते हैं, Bhakti Rasayan Sagar Maharaj. He told me, unless you give up your present service, you will not feel a vacancy for your new service. When you give up your present service, then it creates a time, an empty slot. And then you think, how do I use this empty slot? And then you will fill it up with more service. But if you hold on to your services, then you have no time. But you cannot do anything else. So he said, better to whatever service you have, give it to somebody else. And then you look for new. That's how keep expanding your services, Maharaj says. So Rupa Goswami was very busy. And now he gave up his services. And now, and then he was waiting. As soon as Mahaprabhu leave for Vrindavan, I'll go there and meet the Lord. I shall. He read this? No, yeah? No, right? Yes, Prabhu.
Sri Rupa Goswami told the three men, you are to return quickly and let me know when he will depart. Then I shall make the proper arrangement.
So when Mahaprabhu departs, how much time will it take for the servants to come to Bengal? लगभग 1 महीना लगता है, right? And Mahaprabhu stayed almost for 2 months only in Vrindavan. So by the time they came and told Mahaprabhu has left and Rupa Goswami that Mahaprabhu has left and Rupa Goswami went to Prayag, by that time Mahaprabhu went to Vrindavan, stayed in Vrindavan and coming back to Prayag. So on his way back, he met Rupa Goswami, and by that time Rupa Goswami came and met in Prayag. Clear? Madhuri, clear? No? And once more? Okay. Mahaprabhu is in Puri. He came to Vrindavan. 2 Brahmanas went from there and went to Bengal to tell Rupa Goswami Mahaprabhu has departed. That journey itself takes a month. Because 2 Brahmanas have to go, right? No cell phones. I mean, I'm assuming maybe a month. Because they have to walk from Puri to Bengal. Raghunath Das Goswami covered that journey in 10 days, it says. But then it says he did not eat, did not sleep, he just kept running. That is little rare. So that took some time for them to come. Then Rupa Goswami started. By that time, Mahaprabhu finished his Vrindavan tour and came to Prayas to go back to Puri. And that's when Rupa Goswami met. Yeah, because of that delay. Then I shall make proper arrangements. Yes. एथा सनातन गोसाई भावे मने मना राजा मोरे प्रीति करे से मोरा बंधना. While Sanatana Goswami was in Gaudadesh, he was thinking that Nawab is very pleased with me. I certainly have an obligation. So what did Sanatana Goswami do? Rupa Goswami क्या किए? Sat in a boat. What did Sanatana Goswami do? He remained in same Ramkeli in his house. And why was he remaining in the house? Understood? जो king है, he is very pleased with me. He considered me as my brother. So उनको धोखा नहीं दे सकता. I will be freed only when he starts hating me. नहीं तो मैं ऐसे धोखा नहीं दे सकता. Rupa Goswami बोले छोड़ो चलो. Sadhar Goswami could also have gone. Sadhar Goswami stayed there so that he starts hitting him. The attachment is broken because if he is too pleased and he considers me as my brother, he has so many expectations. I cannot serve him but I cannot go and ditch him like that. So Sanatana Goswami, he is a brother of Yudhishthira Maharaj in terms of moral principle, Sanatana Goswami. So he said, no, I cannot go. Clear? Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Nawab somehow or other becomes angry with me. I shall be greatly relieved that is my case.
गुस्सा होगा तो संतुष्टि मिलेगी. Then I will be free. Then I will go. Any question on this?
How can we become?
How can I become angry? We'll see. You know the story, but you will see also. He'll just disobey him. That is love or affection in this material world. Very clear example. Yes, Mataji.
In the context of bad health, not in the most even they are done. If we live in government service and now we are bad health.
जाना बंद कर दिया उस दिन से. Rupa Goswami left. He stayed there, but he stopped going to the court and he said, my health is not good. Yes, Mataji.
The greedy master profits, clerical and secretarial staff perform the government duties while Sanatana personally remained at the request of the revealed minister. Till the Vinod Maharaj states that when Sanatana Goswami was government minister, the Sayakas who assisted him thought that he was reluctant to continue. They became very expert in this vision.
Understood?
Yes.
Huh?
So after good one assistance, Sada opportunity,
They started working very hard. What did they want? No. Isn't this very clear example of material world? Everybody want the superior to go away. One devotee told me, "Don't you want to become manager?" I said, I have no role there between you and Krishna Prabhu. He said, I'm waiting for the manager who is there to leave. This is a difference. He said, I came to know. And then he said, nowadays I am working very hard. So that when she leaves, people will see that he is a good candidate. He became the manager actually. She left. After 3 months, she left. He worked very hard, became the manager. Silva became the manager. Then he told me after 6 months. I was such a fool. Why I was working, looking for this? There's nothing here. I said, oh, that's everywhere in this material world. There is nothing anywhere. There is only here. They were thinking very nice. And what is Sanatana Goswami's desire? I just want to serve Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was never actually attached to his post or position, although he was like a prime minister to the Nawab king, working directly under him. But he was never attached to it. But he was doing it as a disgust actually. But others who were attached, for them today, one Bhagavatam class, one devotee gave Bhagavatam class, and he was mentioning Prabhupada says that our heart is filled with garbage. But the thing is, conditions on this material, they love the garbage. So this clerks, it's garbage actually, because this is illusion. Illusion is something there, which is not. But then they love it. They love that. No, I really want that position. They saw a scope and they jumped on it. They're working very hard now.
Sri Sanatana Goswami used to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam in an assembly of 20 or 30 learned Brahmana scholars. There are two kinds of educational systems. One deals with transcendental knowledge, Paravidya, and the other with material knowledge, Aparvidya. All the Vedas, the Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvaveda, along with their correlates known as Siksha, Kalpa, Vyakarana, Nirukta, Chanda, and Jyotisha, belong to the inferior system of material knowledge, Apara Vidya. As far as the Vedic literature is concerned, the Vedanta Sutra is accepted as the Paravidya. Srimad Bhagavatam is an explanation of the Paravidya.
So anything striked for you based on this quotation by, I think it's Jiva Goswami. Prabhupada says there. Jiva Goswami quotes, there are two kinds of education system. Anything strike for you? Nothing? You mean all this? Aparavidya? I mean, what was striking to me, Jiva Goswami is telling even the Vedas, Yajurveda, Rigveda, all material knowledge. That's how I got it. People say Vedas, except the Vedas. Jiva Goswami says all the Vedas also material knowledge. What does Rig Veda deal with? Huh? Deals with how to worship Indra. All the Vedas also material knowledge. Jiva Goswami says, what is Paravidya? He says, Vedanta Sutra. Vedanta Sutra, Tika, commentary is Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam only deals with how to worship Krishna. Yajurveda, how to worship Gandharvas. Rigveda, how to worship Indra. Bhagavatam, how to worship Krishna. Or pure devotees of Krishna. That's why Bhagavatam. Clear? So what was Sanatana Goswami doing? They are working very hard to get a position. What is Sanatana Goswami doing? He's simply sitting with 20 more Brahmana discussing Srimad Bhagavatam. This is called liberation, bro. Mataji, Vedanta Sutra is very, very short. You can write the entire Vedanta Sutra in 2 pages. Like sutra means a line. Sutra means line. This is sutra is also called a thread. Very, very, very concise. For example, one of the Vedanta Sutra is Anandamaya Bhyasat. It's, I think, the 7th Vedanta Sutra. Vedanta Sutra also has 3 chapters, kind of. And each one has first one has 170, 180 sutras, then something. So total maybe 500-600 lines. But it is so short that you can easily misinterpret them. Like one of them is, the first one is Athatu Brahma Jigyasa. And I think in the middle, these are some of the sutras that Prabhupada would quote. Anandamaya Bhyasat. There are some more he would quote. So that's all. Now, Athata Brahma Jigyasa, now you can interpret as Brahman. Brahman is Brahma. Brahman is Nirakar. Nove Sutra says Brahman is Nirakar. It just say focus on Brahman. But Brahman is also Krishna, Brahman is everything. You can give any interpretation you want. So many people give many interpretations. All right?
Even on Vedas.
So Vedas are detailed, Prabhu. Full verses are there.
So if Rigveda talks about Indra worshiping, why don't you have any Indra temple?
Any other Indra temple?
Yeah, it's very vast. Normally, the Veda details about demigods worship, particularly about Indra. Why the people?
That's true, Prabhu. The thing is, our entire India today is influenced by Shankaracharya. Shankaracharya, I met once somebody in Lansing. He left. I mean, he used to come before, then he left. Then after many months, he came first time. Then I asked him, why did you leave? Then he said, then he started quoting so many verses. मेरे ऊपर से जा रहा था पूरा. मैंने कहा यार क्या करो यार, वो ऐसी चीजें बोल रहा है जो मुझे कुछ समझ ही नहीं आ रहा. मैं हाँ हाँ बोल रहा था क्योंकि मैं सोचा ऐसे पहले देखते अंदर क्या है. बाद में बोले एवरीथिंग इज ब्राह्मण। मुझे कुछ डाउट आया, लगा डिविएट हो गए। बोला आई एम टीचिंग उपनिषद्स टू माय स्टूडेंट्स, ही इज अ प्रोफेसर। एंड देन ही सेड आई स्टार्टेड परफेक्टली फॉलोइंग शंकराचार्य। मैंने कहा अरे यार, सब कुछ पानी में चला गया। सारी राका भाष्य पढ़ना शुरू कर दी। Some of you may know he used to sponsor all the dresses for Radha Govind Vallabha. He used to give huge amount of money.
Most of the South Indians like Shankaracharya philosophy, there are like some groups, they do teach from all 70 years like my grandfather used to post programs for them in Pakistan.
मतलब मुझे पता नहीं, पर
So maybe this is the time.
16 माला करते थे। नाम क्या था? अब देखोगे उनको, तुम ही थे राइट? ऐसे चलेगा। यू मे नॉट नो हिम, बट वेरी चैरिटेबल ब्राह्मण है। मुझे पता नहीं कहाँ से है इंडिया में। गुड पीपल। हिज वाइफ स्टिल कम्स टू प्रोग्राम, एवरी प्रोग्राम शी कम्स। हस्बैंड टीचेस उपनिषद से सारी रखा भाष्य टू हिज स्टूडेंट। कहाँ से वो स्टूडेंट पकड़े पता नहीं। मैं कुछ बोला नहीं, फिर बोले कि थोड़ा ज्ञान दीजिए। मैं कुछ बोला ही नहीं, क्योंकि वो सुनने को उतना राजी नहीं थे। बोले नहीं, आप तो इस ऑर्डर में ना, आपका फर्ज है मार्गदर्शन करना, तो मार्गदर्शन करिए। मैंने बोला कि आप कंफ्यूज हो गए हो, आपको पता नहीं सही गलत क्या है। अभी कुछ भी बोलूंगा तो आप सुन नहीं पाएंगे, मैं कुछ बोलूंगा तो, क्योंकि इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग कन्विक्शन के साथ बोल रहे हैं। एंड ही नोस, ही सेड आई नो भक्ति, आई नो कृष्णा, एक्सेप्ट भक्ति आई सेड कृष्णा, एवरीथिंग इज देयर। तो पूरा खिचड़ी बन गया प्रभु जी। उन्होंने क्या है ना, अपना कृष्णा कॉन्शियस को सारी रकम भाषा में सब मिला के, ज्ञान को सब मिला के अपना फिलोसफी बना दिया। मैंने बोला कि आप कंफ्यूज हो गए हो, सब खिचड़ी है आपके अंदर, डोंट हैव एनी क्लैरिटी। तो बोले कि आई एम परफेक्टली फॉलोइंग शंकराचार्य। मैंने कहा तभी तो आप गलत रास्ते पे चल रहे हो। थोड़ा सा हुआ एकदम घबराया। आई डोंट थिंक ही विल एवर कम अगेन। सो मैंने बोला कि ये रास्ता इल्यूजरी है, इसमें आप आगे नहीं जाओगे। भक्ति ही माध्यम है, ज्ञान भी माध्यम है, पर शंकराचार्य द्वारा ज्ञान वो मायावाद है, वो गलत रास्ता है। वो सिखाता है कि आप ब्राह्मण हो, आप भगवान, आप भगवान एमर्ज जाओगे। वो तो फिलोसफी इल्यूजरी है। शंकराचार्य के इन्फ्लुएंस से ये पंचोपासना है, वर्शिप ऑफ गणेश, वर्शिप ऑफ शिवा, वर्शिप ऑफ दुर्गा, वर्शिप ऑफ विष्णु एंड वर्शिप ऑफ सूर्य देव।
Okay.
पंचोपासना उससे
English.
इंग्लिश। So Shankaracharya established Panchopasana, worship of these 5 demigods. Before that, Narayan worship. Everybody Narayan worship. Rigved was there, but then in Rigved also it says, Indra, any problem, he goes to Narayan. It says how to worship Indra, but if Indra has any problem, he goes to Narayan. We see all the past Indra, he goes to Narayan. So it's clear. So no temple of Indra. But Shankaracharya, he just like diffused. It was all Narayan worship. He diffused it and made it like worship anybody doesn't matter, because they are all coming from Brahman. When Shiva and they're all coming from Brahman, then they're all one, right? In a way, they're all Brahman in mode of goodness. So it really doesn't matter. It's just like saying the purpose of Guru is to go to Krishna. You can accept any spiritual master and you go to Krishna. Likewise, you can accept any Devata and you will go to Brahman. And they give such reasoning that you will be like, makes sense. Yeah. सारी राका वहां से शुद्ध आइला सर्वनाश, सर्वनाश हो जाएगा आपका। If you hear that philosophy. That Shankaracharya is Lord Shiva, right? So it's very intelligent. When he present convincing reasons, you'll be like, yeah, makes sense, makes sense, makes sense. The Mahaprabhu says, don't listen to that. He was telling me all the reasoning. मैंने कहा अरे यार खुद नहीं पढ़ा तो ये पढ़ाने में इतना सारे लगा. So it's all he just misinterpreted the scriptures for a specific purpose. ये क्या है ना कि Shankaracharya changed the definition of God only. God is not Krishna. God does not have a form. When God definition is changed, so your base is gone. Now he will give many reasons. Everything is based on illusion. All right? No, Shankaracharya is before. Ramanacharya defeated Shankaracharya. Shankaracharya defeated Buddhism because he established scripture, but illusory interpretation of scripture. Ramanacharya defeated Shankaracharya.
I think we have a in temple last month we have a seminar. So they explain it clearly. Like I don't remember the proposal. Like Dvaita, Shankaracharya, Advaita, Ramanujacharya, Visishtadvaita, Madhvacharya. In that Visishtadvaita, the Veda, Advaita is the
Yeah.
yeah.
So good. Okay, good. You have a question?
One of the Navayogas mentions that
Can you say that again?
one of the Navayogas mentions the two movies that they will become the devotees by chanting or during the Krishna Nam, mainly in the southern part of India. It is happened or happening?
Means Maharaj Nimi, Navyagendra told Maharaj Nimi that they
He
will
was explaining about the
Mahaprabhu.
that especially in the southern part of India, this moment of chanting will expand like that. So is it it's already happened or happening?
Yeah. I think on the way there are many temples.
That's what it is. I know it is after Mahaprabhu, but this is not the one which is this will happen after Mahaprabhu. People of India becoming believers.
Yes, after. Okay. Renuka. Renuka. Alauddin Sayyid Hussain Shah Sharif-e Makkah.
And he ruled the Bengal of 23 years from about 1422 1443. Yeah. And Sanatana Goswami was studying Srimad Bhagavatam with the scholars in the years of 1920.
So how many years this Nawab Hussain Shah he ruled Bengal? What do you think about that? Any thoughts coming?
He's ruling, but Sanatana Goswami is working under him. At least openly he is practicing reading Vedas and all. Bhagavatam.
If you see these clergies, they are fighting for Sanat Goswami post. They must have got it. How long will they get it? 2 years.
Yeah.
Sanat Goswami is working on eternity. How long can you rule anything, get anything in this world? 2020, 2040, 20, 40, 50 years. Sanat Goswami is working on eternal life. वो जो कर रहे हैं उनको भागवत प्रेम, he whatever he is doing, he will attain Bhagavad प्रेम, Krishna प्रेम. Whatever they are working for, just going to lose very, very temporary. But that point of time, it seems so important. You understand what I'm saying? For those clergy, that is such an important thing to attain. For Hussein Shah, there's such a so excited, enthusiastic, passionate about being. Then what happens? Fall down from your position. It's always a tenure, like they live and then gone. This is called Bhed Chal. Bhed Chal means everyone is running towards achievement. One devotee was mentioning, okay, I'm doing this, 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 this. I said, stop trying to be an achiever. Everyone is trying to become achievers in their lives. Stop trying to be an achiever, try to become a devotee person. He's a devotee 16 rounds, aspiring, Radha Govind Maharaj. I've done this, this. In bhakti also sometimes we try to become achievers. Oh, he is doing this and I must do this, and he got a chance to host the program and I did not get a chance. How can I host the program and this? Stop trying to think all this, what you have achieved and how you are better than other devotees and how and how. Just try to practice bhakti, Prabhu. Why contaminate the consciousness with all these things coming and going, coming and going, coming and going? Bhakti is very simple, right? What do you think? Bhakti is very simple. No matter what it is, short-lived. The only thing that is of our real benefit is our bhakti and alone. Baki sab to short-lived. Clear? Understood? And this is 4 years. And you see, Hussein Shah, great passion. We are going to go to Orissa, we are going to capture Orissa, we are going to go this and 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 that. But cannot understand, because when we are in that passion, all we think about like saturated. Okay. Okay.
Is it a call from the assistance of
Oh, by हाँ. So he sent a doctor. क्योंकि वो बहुत प्रेम करते थे. He loved Sanatan like anything. There's also an example of love in this world. Hussein Shah loved Sanatan like anything. He's like my brother. When he would go to conquer Orissa, he wanted him to be the king. Sanatan Goswami, very high post, very reliable actually. A devotee is reliable even for a Muslim tyrant. For him also devotee is reliable. Because by default they are genuine people. What was the question?
why did he come to
Because he was like, why is not coming? Care. He cared. He loved him so much. He sent a doctor to treat Sanatan Goswami. But everything is selfish. Everything is selfish. The moment he find out, puts another in the jail. Where is your brother, your love, your care? Why? As long as you are helping me, Sanatan, Sakar Malik, without you, there is no life. The moment you go against the decision, this is Prabhupada says material love. Clear? Who is supposed to read? Anuj.
As well as all the Brahmanas and Sanatana did not appear. They all stood up and respectfully gave him a sitting place to Maya.
So Prabhupada said, why should Sanatana Goswami, who is such a great Vaishnava, give such respect to such a materialist actually, hardcore materialist? Then Prabhupada says, because the king is representative of Krishna. If somebody is a king or a leader, then Krishna has put them in that position. So Sanatana, because they are representing that. So Sanatana Goswami is respecting that role. Prabhupada said, even if you see a Mayava sannyasi, what you should do? Bow down. Why you should bow down? He is Mayavadi. Prabhupada said that dress of sannyas, that order is respectable. Even if the person is saying, I am God, you should bow down, not because he is God, but that order is respected. Prabhupada says. Yes, please.
And Bob said, I say my physician to you, and he has reported that you are not diseased. As far as he could see, you are completely healthy.
Fear, prem, devotee care. Yes, Ravi.
I am dependent on you to carry out so many of my activities, but you have given up your governmental duty to sit here at me.
You have spoiled all my activities. What is your intention? Please tell me frankly.
Why you are doing this, Sanat? Sakar? You're my brother. Please tell me why you're doing like this with me.
Sanatana Goswami, you can no longer expect any service from me. Please arrange for someone else to come to me.
So what do you think from this? Huh? Huh?
He doesn't do anger.
He wants to make him angry. That's one way. And what other thing can you think from this? What is false? Detachment. Very good. What else can you think? Is he thinking about, oh, Nawab will be displeased? I don't want to displease him. Is he thinking like Nawab will be displeased? He loved me so much. I don't want to displease him. But one of the quality Prabhupada says of a devotee, he is straightforward. Straightforward. He's like, he's respectful, but he said, I cannot render any service to you anymore. It's hurtful, but it is said like, don't try to please everybody, try to please Krishna. So he's not trying to please Nawab, he's trying to please Krishna. Sometimes I want to be so nice with everybody. And what happens if you're so nice with everybody? We may end up in going the thing which may not be pleasing to Krishna. Because we may end up in doing things that may not be pleasing to Krishna or may not be favorable for us because we want to be nice. Prabhupada said, don't try to please everybody, try to please Krishna. So you love him so much, but he's trying to do what is favorable for Krishna. Clear? Who's next?
अबे क्रुदा हाने राजा कहे आरे भारे तुम्हारा बड़ा भाई करे दास्यु या व्यवहारा. Becoming angry with Sanatana Goswami, the Nawab said, your elder brother is acting just like a plunderer.
So what is Nawab calling himself to Sanatana Goswami? मैं तुम्हारा बड़ा भाई हूँ. Like, and he said, your elder brother is acting just like a plunderer. Means I am going to capture Orissa. Who will take care of this kingdom? I am going as a plunderer You take care of this. Please help me in this. There is nobody other than you, the way you can do things. Trying to say that. Another thing, is Sanatana Goswami worried about the result of his straightforwardness? Was Prahlad Maharaj worried about his result of his straightforwardness? It's not easy to act like that.
So when we say it's not easy to act like that, it's like knowing that, a consequence like this might happen, and
Fear.
a fear, and ignore that and have a strong conviction that
They cannot do like pure devotees.
Mhm.
They cannot displease Krishna. For them, Krishna is a person. For them, they feel about Krishna. So they cannot do or say anything that is displeasing to Krishna. And they don't have fear. And there is no bodily conception of life. If we were in Prahlad Maharaj's role, and Hiranyakashipu says, "What did you learn?" We know if we say Shavanam Kirtanam, he is going to throw us. And so we will say, we learned politics and this so that you will relieve me, and then I will go and do my bhakti. But Prahlad Maharaj's intention is, I cannot say that because why we are saying that? Because we have fear. Understood, right?
So it's being aware of the fear, but not experiencing that fear because we have to please Krishna.
There is no fear in them.
Okay.
Concept
They'll
of
not even realize that there is
fear.
something called as fear.
There is no fear. Fear is a very strong emotion that captures us. And most of our decisions are based on fear. Anybody lies sometimes, once in a while? Never lie. What is the reason behind lie? Fear? Fear is a very strong emotion that makes us do things. But Prahlad Maharaj does not have fear. Sanatana Goswami doesn't have fear. Chaitanya Charan Prabhu, he was mentioning, most of the time we have more faith on our fears than on Krishna. So, you agree? We have more faith on our fear than we have faith on Krishna. What will happen if you put faith in Krishna and you cross over the fear? What will happen? If you don't put faith on fear, don't act on fear, but act on truth and depend upon Krishna, what will happen? It's a very important point. What will be the immediate result? What will happen? We do whatever. Many times the reason is because our decisions are based on fears. What will happen if you don't put your faith on fear and do the right thing? What is going to be the result? Huh? You will suffer. Prahlad Maharaj suffered. Sanatana Goswami suffered. Anybody who don't put faith on fear and faith on Krishna, they suffer. I have seen many stories. I have read many stories also. They will not speak on fear. They will not act on fear. They'll act on truth and they will suffer. But then Krishna will help them. Idea is you will suffer, but you will be helped by Krishna then. But first thing you will get is suffering. And to cross that requires guts. Requires us to put faith on Krishna then on fear. But be ready for suffering. How many of you are understanding what I'm saying? I was telling something happened. I cannot say the whole story because it's very complicated. And first I said, I think we should lie in this situation. Then the situation came, I told devotees, let's not lie, let's face it. They were like, oh, it may be very dangerous. I said, suffering will come. But then Krishna will protect us. Because our intentions are not wrong. Suffering came. Still going on. But I have faith Krishna will protect. It's not, we are not going to act like this unless we train ourselves. We don't read scriptures and don't leave our way of life. Otherwise, practice क्या कर रहे हो? What are you practicing? Right? This fear is a strong emotion. But devotees eventually become fearless. I have not seen anybody in Bhagavatam acting on fears. But I see it's a very strong emotion. Many of our decisions, fear-based. What do you But he was not fearful. So he said, Sir, I cannot. He became angry. He know the result will be torture. Okay.
By feeling many living entities, your elder brother has destroyed all Ganga. Now here you are destroying all Muslims.
There is one story I heard. It's a real story. I heard in this devotee, he would go on Ekadashis and he would chant whole night there, and he would try to please the deity of Krishna in the temple. Very ancient old story. The pujaris were like, they developed such faith because he was coming for years and years and years. So finally, they would depend. I mean, they started developing faith, and they would not close the temple. Also, they would not worry if he is there on Ekadashi. Like usually, when you go to temple, the temple is closed. But if you are serving temple for many years, then temple develops faith on you. And then if you are temple whole night, nobody questions you, even if you're whole night. Why? They develop faith on you. So pujaris would go, everybody would go and take rest. And that time people would not live in the temple. This tradition is actually mainly ISKCON. Even in India, pujaris don't stay in the temple usually. So everybody would go and they would leave the temple open. So then this Lord Krishna came in his dream in that deity form, and he said, steal me from here, because you're too old. And at the age of 78 also, you are coming in whole night. Take me to your home and worship me at your home. Don't worry. So he said, okay. So he took a big van. Usually he would come walking every time, and all the way, just like Sanatana Goswami, he would do parikrama and he would become so tired, but his pure devotion, then Krishna gave him a stone. So he said, no, I'll be worshipped by you. I like to be worshipped by you. Then he brought a van. That pujaris were like, why he brought a van and why he's doing what he's doing. But they had so much faith on him, they left. And they came in the morning, and this devotee, he took the deity of Krishna, somehow he could carry, and put in a van, left. This pujari came and they were like angry. So they started chasing him. They understood van mein wahi leke gaya hoga. They started chasing him. Then he saw that they are chasing. They also had their own vehicle, whatever they were chasing. So he became very afraid. So he was a little bit afraid. So he stopped there, and then he put the deity of Krishna into the well. It was an empty well. I don't know how he landed it. He cannot just throw the deity. Somehow he hid it into the well. And then he ran. They caught him. They searched his van. They severely beat him up. And he was all in like blood, and he was just very old man. Just and then he just and I was thinking, Krishna told him, and then he is all in blood. I'm like, understood? First he just followed innocent. Then they came back and they were searching, and then they were searching in a well. There were little water, something, and the well water turned bloody. They became afraid. Then the Lord told them, just the voice they heard, that because you have hurt my devotees, I cannot be worshipped by you again. So you all can carve another deity like me, and I will be worshipped by you in that. And you can install that in the temple. but I cannot go back to the temple because you have offended my devotee. So the Lord said, and then he is like already hospitalized. I mean, there is no hospital, but in his all this. And the Lord said, come and take me from the well. Then he went back. Lord protected him. He took the native well, started worshipping. Lord stayed there. But he suffered. I've seen whenever, not my general experience, but I've seen, even if you follow Krishna, immediately it may not happen. If you try to please Krishna also, don't think suffering will not come. But it's like you are doing it, Krishna will eventually protect you. पर उस वक्त तो शायद हनीमून होगा आपका. But then Krishna wants us to cross that barrier. Because if you see, there's also bodily conception of life, right? Like the fear is coming because of suffering. Suffering is because I am this body. Everything is a part of bodily conception of life, subtle or gross. And Krishna wants us to cross over it. But it is not easy. Because, we are conditioned to take the simple route. We are trained to avoid suffering. We trained in that way. But Krishna consciousness is a little different. All right, good. So he's telling, by killing many living entities, your elder brother has destroyed all Bengal. Now, here you are destroying all my plans. Means, in order to rule Bengal, become the king of Bengal, he killed so many people. So he said to, I have destroyed almost all the Bengal. That's how he's the king now. Now everybody surrenders to him. Hiranyakashipu also, in order to rule the kingdom, सबको मार दा, सब ब्राह्मण, all brahmanas kill, all cows kill, everybody worship, anybody goes against, kill them, kill them, kill them. That's how everybody surrendering to him now. So he said, now I plunder all over Bengal. And now after achieving this much, just 4 years of tenure, Bengal king tenure, and now you are spoiling all my plans. So very angry. This is somehow people don't register. They are doing so many sinful activities to gain some happiness. You see, such mentality, what you will get is a lot of suffering actually. You are doing so many sins to gain happiness. Yes, Nathan.
You are the supreme ruler of Bengal, and are completely independent. Whenever someone commits a fault, you punish me accordingly.
So Sanatana Goswami is telling with this, he is telling, if somebody commits a fault, you punish him. You are the ruler, you are independent. Obviously, Sanatana Goswami shows everybody is working under 3 modes. He said, you are independent. You can rule the way you. One thing that I have learned to notice, that I'm learning, not learned is a very advanced statement, that I'm learning to notice whatever anybody does or says to you, see the hand of Krishna. Whatever anybody does or says to you, try to see the hand of Krishna. Even if they are acting under the 3 moods, they're acting out of envy, they're acting out of, even if you think, then also try to see the hand of Krishna.
Right.
The hand of Krishna. How many have understood or need some more explanation?
What is the advantage?
What is the advantage?
What is really advantage?
Seeing the hand of Krishna.
It's like you're saying, think that this is arranged by the Lord. That's what is okay.
Even if they're acting out of anarthas, learn to see the hand of Krishna. For example, your daughter lied to you. Why Krishna spoke to me like that? I mean, I'm just giving an example. I'm not saying why. I'm not asking the answer for it. But even if somebody is acting out of anartha, why Krishna brought this to me? Try to see the hand of Krishna in anything that happens in your life.
Exactly, actually, I'm thinking this kind of consequences in my life. So they should be totally careful, but they can, I can take that Krishna wanted me to learn something. At the same time, we have to teach that also.
You mean to the kids? Yeah, yes, yes. Yeah, if they do something wrong, that is different principle.
But in the mind, that potential that like Krishna is teaching me some.
I don't have sons, so I don't never train them. I cannot relate much to that. But yes, Prabhupada's instruction is there. Anything happens in this material world, see the hand of Krishna. I'll give an example. We have a small Krishna house. So we used to worship in the first floor. I think you have been to Krishna house. You have been to Krishna house. You have been to Krishna house. No, good. There's nothing there to see, anyways. So you're worshipping in the first floor. When we do kirtan, the neighbor is calling police again and again and again. Chapati also police?
I heard like initially when they are doing Malayalamthi in the initial days, every day they used to get a lot of complaints from neighbors.
That is okay. Police don't come there because
I think
police is not active in India. Complaints, neighbors may complain. Here, he'll call the cops
that is not.
there. So he'll call the cops. We get a fine of $500.
Oh,
Regular. They would not waive that fine. तो हम इस बंदे को बोल रहे हैं ये वाह क्या बिगाड़ा हमने अब भी आ जाइए and then we had some residents. Somebody said, why are you making this noise? This resident, shut up. वो aggravate करेंगे आप समझ गए he is calling cop again. Our resident is not losing anything. Fine, we have to pay. Obviously. But sir, either troublemaker, you are also a troublemaker for us after living here. He's playing some musical instrument. He would play musical instrument sitting outside. Not inside the Krishna house also. He would say, you're not such a great instrument maker, okay? Just both Westerners. They would talk. I am living in my room and I'm hearing all this talk when they come now, what is next going to come? Then we just get a fine. Cost would come 5 times. And I had been with the cops. We told Kalakanta Prabhu. He says, Krishna wants us to go down, go to the basement. You see the difference between what I was seeing and what he was seeing? So the difference? No, he told us go to the basement. For the temple hall. Renovate the basement, make it temple hall. Yeah. And the date is also. Go to the basement. Krishna wants you all to go to the basement. Renovate and go to the basement. There's a difference between what we were seeing, what he is seeing. He's a Shuddha Bhakta. He's seeing the hand of Krishna. If we see, either we see his anartha, why, we'll give many reasons. He is not thinking of any reason. Somebody came, there were lot of problems. Last year there were many problems. Then he says, oh, maybe Krishna does not want in this way. Let's try this. He does not see conflicts anywhere. Then I learned from him, even if somebody is acting out of anartha, a pure devotee always sees the hand of Krishna in anything and everything that happens in life. Krishna sanctioned it. Krishna sanctioned it. Krishna sanctioned it. We open that basement. This never complained. This side now. Understood, right? He said so. And we asked this lady who lives here that was it okay? She said no, that was very loud actually. She didn't complain. This was very loud. So we told Kalakanta Prabhu. He said, think about having a temple now. मैंने कहा, प्रभु अभी कुछ भी नहीं बचा इसका renovation में. Think about not now, maybe 5 years down the line. Think in that direction. He does not see problem here, problem there, problem. He just sees what is Krishna trying to tell us. Why is Krishna speaking like this to him? You heard the example of Gaur Babaji Maharaj. Gaur Babaji Maharaj. Somebody was throwing stone or something. Something was happening. Gaur Babaji Maharaj told, Krishna, stop doing this, otherwise I will complain to Mother Yashoda. Some children are disturbing Gaur Babaji Maharaj. For whatever reason. He is telling, Krishna, stop doing this, otherwise I will complain to Mother Yashoda. Gaur Babaji Maharaj says, one thought came to him, which was material energy. Gaur Babaji Maharaj took Gaur Nitai, throw into the river, tied the rope to your hand, and throw the ladies into the river. He said, this is your punishment. Why did you let that thought come in my mind? Ladies ko throw kar diya. Sasai Thakur says, don't go and meet Gaur Babaji Maharaj. He said, because you will find fault and you will fall down. He is a Mahabhagavat, you cannot understand. He sees Krishna everywhere. You see yourself only everywhere. He sees Krishna everywhere. I have seen that in pure devotees. Anything happens. They see Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Then I understood, oh, this is Krishna conscious. They are conscious of Krishna in every situation. We are not even conscious of Krishna while chanting Hare Krishna. They are conscious of chanting Krishna is leave it. They are conscious of Krishna all the time. They are seeing Krishna in every situation. Now I'm trying to say somebody said anything. Why? It's artificial. Prabhupada says Krishna consciousness is a training. So training matlab artificial, right? Training is not natural. Then when it comes, it comes. Okay. What does Krishna want to say? What does Krishna want to say? Conflicting. Why is Krishna getting this conflict? Why Krishna did like this? What Krishna is trying to do? It doesn't work for me. You cannot copy. But I'm learning through this association. Yes. Any question? Okay. I think your turn.
Indeed, the Nawab of Bengal stood up and returned to his home. He ordered the arrest of Sanatan Goswami so that he would not be able to live. Since Sanatana was not showing much enthusiasm for performing his duty, the Nawab should dismiss him from his service.
Sanatan Goswami wanted Nawab to dispel me. I don't want to go without because he has bound me by his affection. So I want him to dismiss me so that I become free, then I can go and join Mahaprabhu. So he just started reading Bhagavatam and stopped going there because he know it will anger him and he will dismiss me and I will never continue service to him. But I'm ready to face the consequences and Krishna will protect him. And he's okay with the consequences. This is great. First day only we'll run away. We have to run away. And this Nawab is not a compassionate person. What is the daily activity of Nawab? Killing, Sida. So if you have to deal with such a tyrant, how much fear will be there? Correct, right? There is no fear in Sanatan Goswami. Whatever happens, we'll Krishna's arrangement. Mahaprabhu told Sanatana Goswami, you are fit to become the spiritual master for the whole world. Sanatana Goswami is very, there's a personality. He would please everybody in Vrindavan. Rupa Goswami would tell Sanatana Goswami that you are my guru in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu.
So does the king know the Sanatana Goswami's intention of leaving this total world somewhere else? Because he arrested and
No, he doesn't know the intention.
wanted to keep here, make sure that he could not leave, right?
He just wanted to punish him. Like anger. He just said, I cannot do service to you anymore. You can do whatever you like with me. He became frustrated. He went to Orissa to capture, and then he told arrest him, put him in a jail, punishment. That's all.
He was able to capture that application.
Orissa. This was. Yes, sir.
At this time, the Lord was going to attack the province of Orissa, and he told Sanatana Goswami, come along with me.
One more chance. Come with me. Orissa is where Mahaprabhu. Yes. I cannot help you with Orissa, especially Orissa. That's where Mahaprabhu is living.
The Nawab again arrested Sanatana Goswami and kept him in prison. At this time, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu departed for Vrindavan from Ghana.
They attacked Orissa. Mahaprabhu left that time Orissa. Mahaprabhu is in Mahabhav. They all came to attack Orissa. The whole Mahaprabhu left Orissa and he is in Vrindavan. When he came, everything is settled. Good.
He again punished only one time, right? So any other time punished Sanatana Goswami.
Again means he captured him. Then he said, come with me. He said, it's going to give pain to Supreme Personality of Godhead. I cannot come with you. Okay, put him in a jail there. So that's what. Again gave the order. That's
Oh, okay.
Yes, please.
Two persons who went to Jagannath Puri to inquire about the Lord's departure returned and informed Rupa Goswami that the Lord has already departed for Indore.
So they also took some time and the Lord already departed when they were there. So some time has passed.
Upon receiving this message from his two messengers, Rupa Goswami immediately wrote a letter to Sanatana Goswami, saying that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had departed for Indore.
बोले जेल में भेजे कि महाप्रभु has left. I'm going. Come soon. But he cared for Sanatana Goswami.
In his letter to Sanatana Goswami, in the Rupa Goswami wrote, the two brothers starting out to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You must also somehow or other get released and come meet us.
वो बोले अपना ख्याल रखो. But he made arrangement.
Rupa Goswami either informed Srila Sanatana Goswami, I have left a deposit of 10,000 coins with the grocer. Use that money to get out of prison.
वो जानते हैं कि in India you can bribe. He bribed only. In India it's possible. So he said 10,000 gold coin, big amount. Use that money. Come. I'm leaving. I'm starting now. You join me. He's going on the way to Vrindavan to meet Mahaprabhu through that route, but he met in between in Prayag.
How Sanatana Goswami received this letter?
Yeah, so they are all, I mean, there is a relationship because he worked for the same uh, system. So, and he's a great, well-known personality, like Chief Minister, Prime Minister. They have all the relations. So he could send a letter. And I'm sure that time also, I think guests can meet. Now also in prison, there's some way he's put, put the information.
Somehow or other, get yourself released and come to Vrindavan. After writing this, the two brothers, Rupa Goswami and Anupama, went to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
अनुपमा मल्लिका तांद्रा नामा श्री वल्लभा रूप गोस्वामी रा छोटा भाई Parama Vaishnava. Rupa Goswami younger brother was a great devotee whose actual name was Sri Vallabha, but he was given the name Anupam Malik. His name was Sri Vallabha, and it says Parama Vaishnava. He was a great Vaishnava, and he was given the name Anupam by because of the Muslim rule, but his actual name was Sri Vallabha. All right. Okay. Yeah.
Very close to the news festival that Mahaprabhu was there. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to see the festival of Bindu Madhava. Many hundreds of thousands of people followed him this community. Some of the people following the large were crying. Some were laughing, some dancing, and some chanting. Indeed, some of them were rolling on the ground, exclaiming Krishna.
Now we are again into transcendental realm from all this Nawab Hussain. Now again, Mahaprabhu and everybody is going to Mahaprabhu and rolling, dancing, crying in Mahabha.
Prayaga is located at the confluence of two rivers, the Ganges and the Yamuna. Although these rivers were not able to flood Prayaga with water, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inundated the whole area with waves of ecstatic love for Krishna.
Yeah. Water could not flood them, but Prema flooded them because Mahaprabhu's presence. Yes, Mataji. Renukam.
Seeing the great crowd, because that is reminds me
So what did they both do? They are looking, they could see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They saw Mahaprabhu is very pleased. Thousands are following, crowd of people, ecstatic, dancing, crying, fainting on the way. And they both saw Mahaprabhu. And they are seeing in such a way that Mahaprabhu cannot see them from a secluded place. They're very happy that Mahaprabhu is here. And they saw him also now.
Lord was loudly chanting the holy name of Hari, dancing in ecstatic love and praising God. He asked everyone to stand with gratitude.
See, Mahaprabhu pastimes are always like this. Anyway, you see Mahaprabhu, this will come to your mind. You see all the picture of Mahaprabhu, not taking care of management and he's always in that bhav. So they saw him and he is loudly chanting the holy name of Hari in ecstatic love, raising his arms. He asked everyone to chant Hari Hari. Very attractive, right? Yes.
Everyone was astonished to see the greatness of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Indeed, I cannot properly describe the pastimes of the Lord.
So everybody was very astonished, astounded to see the greatness of Mahaprabhu.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has made an acquaintance with a Brahmana from Dakshan in South India. And the Brahmana invited him for meal and took him to this place.
So when Brahmana Mahaprabhu met, he invited him come to my home. And he took Mahaprabhu to his home. So Roop and Anupam would follow and also went to the home of that Brahmana. Although Mahaprabhu personally has not seen them, although he knows everything, he has not seen them with his eyes.
While Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was sitting in a solitary place in the home of the Deccan Brahmin, Rup Goswami and Sri Vallabha Anupama came to meet him.
So their second meeting happened at a Deccan Brahmana's house. Yes.
Seeing the Lord from a distance, the two brothers put two clumps of straw between their feet and immediately fell down on the ground like grass, offering him obeisance.
दूर से again. Clear? See, we see Rupa Goswami, always the same behavior. Mahaprabhu is just the mood. Yes.
Both brothers were overwhelmed with ecstatic emotion and reciting various Sanskrit verses. They stood up and fell down again and again.
So what did they do? Offering respects. शिरूपे देखिया प्रभुरा प्रसन्न है लमना उठा उठा रूपा ऐसा बलिलावचना. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very pleased to see Sri Rupa Goswami and he told him, stand up, my dear Rupa, come here.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then said, it is not possible to describe it as person, for he has delivered you both from the well of material enjoyment.
कितना कृपा मिला आपको भगवान का. He has delivered you from the well of material enjoyment or freedom from Nawab Hussain service.
Lord Krishna said, even though a person is very learned scholar of the collective Vedic literature, he is not accepted as my devotee, unless he is pure in relation to God. Even though a person is born in a family of dog eaters, he is very dear to me if he is pure devotee, that's no notice and the activity or mental situation. Indeed, all respect should be given to him, and whatever he offers should be accepted. Such devotees are as worshipable as I am.
What do you think? Any devotees here sitting in this room? No? Like, yes, devotee Prabhuji. But Krishna says, even a person is very learned scholar of the Sanskrit Vedic literature, he is not accepted as my devotee unless he is pure in devotional service. Anybody pure in devotional service? And even if he's born in a family of dog eaters, he is very dear to me if he is a pure devotee who has no motive to enjoy fruitive activities or mental speculation. Indeed, all respect should be given to him, and whatever he offers should be accepted. Such devotees are as worshipable as I am. Devotees are great. So why did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu quote this? This is from Uddhav Gita, Krishna telling to Uddhava. Because he has given up all those activities. And he's ending pure devotional service. And although he considers himself Muslim means dog eater something. But they are pure devotees, so they should be such devotees are as worshipable as I am. In other words, Mahaprabhu is telling that you are as worshipable as Krishna. Rupa Goswami. Good?
After reciting this word, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu understood the true trajectory, and because his observation is he placed his feet under his.
And And then he put his feet on the head of Rupa and Anupam, and he embraced them.
So seeing the last kindness, you see the two brothers folded their hands and in great humility offered the following prayers unto the Lord.
What do you think about this? This Rupa Goswami, this verse Rupa Goswami composed when he met Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the second time. Mahaprabhu said, "You are as worshipable as Krishna, and Rupa Goswami is telling you are Krishna." He offered a prayer. I mean, Mahaprabhu quote, "How you are so worshipable," and he offering a prayer. Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratushainam. You assume the Gaura form, golden form of Srimati Radharani. And you are Krishna himself who has come to give love of Krishna to everyone. Great, right? Okay, maybe last verse.
Supreme Comfort, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, the offering respect to the pursuit supreme personality of Godhead. So has converted all three worlds, which were maddened by ignorance, and saved them from their diseased condition by making them mad with the nectar from the treasure house of love. Let us take full shelter of the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, his activities are wonderful.
Then Rupa and Anupam said, Rupa Goswami composed this verse. One thing you see, Rupa Goswami is very expert at composing verses. This is also Marsha Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Who has converted all three words which were maddened by ignorance and saved them from their diseased condition by making them mad with the nectar from the treasure house of love of God. Let us take full shelter of that personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, whose activities are wonderful. Great. Amazing. Okay, so we'll end here. Let's do 2-3 more verses. This is also very nice. Yes, Pavitra.
After this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sat them down by his side and asked them, what news do you have of Sanatana?
आप दो ही लोग हो. You're just two. Where is Sanatan?
Rupa Goswami replied, Sanatan has now been arrested by the government of Utsa and Shah. If you kindly save him, he can be liberated from the entanglement.
You are Krishna. Please save him.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately replied, Sanatan has already been released from his confinement and he will very soon meet him.
Mahaprabhu knows, but he doesn't. When they were on the way during their 1 month, Sanatan Goswami released. That will come again. That story will continue. Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami goes back and forth while describing this. He's completing Rupa Goswami, then he will complete Sanatan Goswami pastime also. But Mahaprabhu, he said, what is the news? Then he said, he's arrested, please save him. Mahaprabhu said, he's already been released. So that's how Krishna helps. Although he was tortured, immediately Krishna mercy came in few days in that time. Okay, I think that's all. From here we will start next week. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Panchakalpa tarubhesha kripa sindhubheva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavyo namo namo. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda. Thank you very much. Prabhuji's Mataji's Dandavat Pranam from Zoom.
Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji. Hare
Dandavat.
Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.